what is something that we can do to counter the conditioning that we've all been exposed to that helps to create these situations? Is that correct? I think there is a book, and I only hesitate to mention it because I haven't finished it yet, but as far as I've gotten, it's excellent, called Disunity in Christ by Christina Cleveland. And there's some great chapters in there that talk about some of that conditioning that we have. I think, and one of the things that she mentions in her research is that the very fact when we get to the place where we can acknowledge that it is a possibility that I may be looking at this person or making decisions based on these preconceived notions, based on this conditioning, puts us in a different place. As soon as we can allow ourselves to say, wait a minute, am I making some judgments or assumptions based on something outside of what's really going on right here? As soon as we start to question ourselves, it moves us into a whole different space. And that's really significant. So I think I'd recommend, as far as I can say, that book. But in addition to that, I really believe strongly that relationships are key. Really decidedly committing to having relationships with people who are different than ourselves, to having conversations, to asking questions, instead of just going with what is fed to us by whether it's the media or our friends or our church or our neighbors or whoever. But because when it's no longer just us and them, but it's John and Leroy, like it's a specific person that I know, it changes the conversation. And I think that that's where that connects to me with the conversation before about the distrust of the police, is that this person doesn't know me, Donna. If we knew each other, then trust would be different. And does this person likely know somebody who looks like me? Is there a real relationship with anybody who might be remotely like me? Or is their whole experience of me what they have seen on television? And are they then responding to me from that place? I think we have to be deliberate in the choices that we make in the way that we live, where we live, who we share life with, who gets invited to dinner, who doesn't, who we're reading, who we're listening to. That changes, that at least challenges that conditioning. And we have to permit ourselves to be challenged and to have those conversations.